Hey, welcome back to another video. Either the last 2020 or the first of 2021, depending on how quickly I can get this put together and uploaded. And I wanted to do just a quick thing to talk about an announcement Toei put out this morning at the time I record this regarding the Toei Tokusatsu World YouTube channel that I talked about when it launched back in April. Just to quickly run over it, I haven't really talked about the channel at all since it launched because honestly, I don't really feel like there has been much to mention. I was super excited for it when it launched, but I feel like Toei just sort of dropped the ball on a lot of stuff, relying on fans to submit captions for it with a feature that YouTube has killed. I think has more or less gotten rid of any possibility of this channel really becoming the big juggernaut that I was really hoping it would be. But as it stands, it is a fine little thing to sort of dip your toes in a bunch of obscure toku. But like I said, this morning they made a pretty significant announcement regarding it. That being that starting January 16th, they'll be releasing 1 or 2 episodes, in their words, of every Kamen Rider series every Saturday or Sunday, because time zones, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. Because just as a reminder, or if you're not aware, 2021 will be the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. It is kind of wild to think about that. Now, the episodes are going to be subtitled in English, so they're not going to be just random raws like a lot of what's going on. But for as much as I want to say that this is an unequivocally good, awesome thing, there are a couple of things that worry me about this. To begin with, they don't really say, specifically they say that they'll upload 1 or 2 episodes per series, but they don't say, what episodes? They say selected episodes, which I want to hope means the first 2 episodes, because that would make the most sense and be the best way to introduce each show to a new audience. But I feel like what they're probably going to do is pick random ones, which just seems like an incredibly bad idea to me. Now, I can't say for sure until it actually launches on the 16th, because they're amazingly vague with what they mean. But if it is really just episodes they have picked at complete random, I feel like this is not really going to work out in the way that Toei kind of might hope it will. Obviously, this is a thing that they're doing because they want to see what episodes and what series get the most views, so they can probably think about what can be licensed out to Tokusatsu and whatnot. But I think that selecting random episodes from just various points in each series is going to actively hurt that, because I think of it from the perspective of, say, somebody who kind of wants to get into Kamen Rider because their friend keeps talking about it and won't shut the hell up about it, but they don't really know where to start. Well, they can be directed to this helpful big thing that Toei has done by uploading, episodes of Kamen Rider onto YouTube. Then imagining still that those episodes are just chosen at complete random. I think of it as if you look at the fact that they've uploaded episode 41 of Kamen Rider Phase alongside episodes 30 and 26 of Kamen Rider Drive or whatever. That's probably not really going to help you in terms of where you want to sort of start getting into things, because I don't know very many people that would go, yeah, I'm fine with watching 2 episodes randomly chosen from the middle of a series. I'll be okay with that. You can kind of get away with that with the Showa series, but kind of the second you get into Agito and to a lesser extent Kuga, it's a lot less good of an idea, because those hinge on knowing what's going on, and jumping into Gaim at episode 35, you're not going to have any clue what's happening. Now, there's also the other issue that for the stuff that is subtitled on the Toei Tokusatsu World channel, the subtitles range from pretty solid to rife with errors and basically terrible. And I would like to think that because this is more select and there's a hopefully decent preparation, the subs will be better. But again, we don't really know for sure. So there is the very real possibility that this could end up as a launch of a bunch of random episodes throughout Kamen Rider's history that are going to be daunting for a new viewer to get into, because they're from the middle or the end of the show, and they have bad subtitles. or what will hopefully happen, what I really want to happen, it's the first 1 or 2 episodes of each series with at least passable subtitles, because I feel like that's going to be the gateway to getting like the most people into this. Those introductory episodes are crucial for getting people's attention, and while it won't be optimal for every show, like for example, to use Gaim again, its first 2 episodes don't really reflect how the show eventually progresses, but for the most part, those first 2 episodes of any Kamen Rider series will give you a decent feel for what the whole show is going to be like, and for new viewers who don't have any Kamen Rider or even possibly Tokusatsu experience under their belt, they're not going to want to jump in to episode 30 of anything, really. Maybe, again, the original Kamen Rider, but that's already a niche market because it can be hard for sort of more modern audiences to watch older, very episodic shows like that, especially something that goes on for as long as the original Kamen Rider does. So I don't want to come off as like too super negative, because I do think this can be really, really cool, and I'm super excited to see how it actually launches. But I am cautiously optimistic because I'm just sort of worried about them picking, just a grab bag of random episodes that might not even be connected to each other, let alone be a good representation of what the show itself would be like. That's sort of my thoughts on the whole thing. I am excited, but I am at the same time very cautious and worried, and I will obviously reserve full judgment until we start seeing stuff on the 16th of January. Maybe I'll give another quick sort of impressions when we get those first 2 episodes. Who knows? But either way, regardless, maybe consider giving it a look when it launches, because even if it's not an optimal release, it could still, do with getting some attention to show Toei that this is still a thing that we do want here, rather than just ignoring it and giving them the impression that we don't want to see, Rider, or even possibly in the future more obscure toku actually very readily, fully available outside of Japan. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the thing. Happy New Year, regardless of when this comes out. Hope this year is better than the last, and that time has meaning once again. That's all for now, and I will see you guys next time.